Good afternoon, traders. It is Friday the 13th, 2020. That's in March. And the U.S. stock market is closed. I'm sorry I'm getting this out really late today. After the markets, I had to go grocery shopping. Uh, there's starting to be a kind of run on food outlets here. And it was very curious to me when I arrived at Winco, which is even bigger than Walmart as far as food distribution. I had to wait for about an hour outside the store to get into the store. And then when I got into the store, it was just insane. Half the people had masks on. You had to grab things pretty quick. I even saw an instance where somebody was grabbing scarce items out of another person's cart while they weren't looking. And then when it was all done, you had to wait about 90 minutes in line to check out of the store. The lines were from the checkout counter all the way to the back of the store. Everybody's cart was overflowing. Some people were pushing two carts at once. Pretty unbelievable scene. I got what I needed and got out of there. Uh, I have I have enough food that we could hold up for 6 months if we had to. I'm not anticipating this. I believe this is totally overblown, and but its effect on everything right now is tremendous, including the markets that we are trading. Anyway, we've done pretty well in these crazy markets. Yesterday, the Dow fell 1,300 points, I believe, and today it gained back almost 2,000 of those points. And this chart is from multi charts. This wild action has totally defeated um, my my pro suite that I normally trade with. It's just the Dow that's done it then. But anyway, so this is from multi charts. But I just want to point out that this last bar at the end of the day, that's only 15 minutes. That last bar is almost 1,000 points. Now I'm going to tell you why this volatility is important to us. Um, CNN, which is the crown prince of fake news, ran a headline, I think, yesterday, declaring the bull market was over and we're now in a bear market and economic catastrophe was at hand. Well, I just want to point out something that when we're trading markets where the Dow can gain 1,000 points in 15 minutes, this is a little different environment than what we're used to. And this arbitrary figure that says that we're in a bear market when the Dow drops 20% from its previous high, that's just an arbitrary figure and pretty much based on the stuff that used to go on. It really isn't applicable to what's going on right now. And where we are right now is we're a little over 23,000 with the Dow. That's off our all-time record high back in, I think, the second week of February of 29.5. So we're down, um, 600 points, 6,000 points, or something about like that. Yeah, 6,000 and some points. And when we're dealing with a market that can gain 1,000 points in 15 minutes, 6,000 points doesn't amount to much. And in fact, just today, and just in this 15 minutes, we have gone from a bear market back into correction territory. And we could be back up there making new all-time highs in a week under the right circumstances. And so if this is, as I believe, a news-driven hysteria that isn't really rooted very well in facts, and the market becomes cognizant of this, this market could just absolutely roar, and it could roar just as fast going up as it is roared coming back down. That is my opinion, but I offer it here because that's what I do. And what I do has been pretty darn good in this trading. We closed out $43,000 today. Okay, that's down quite a bit from where we were yesterday, which is we were up 100,000 in open trade. So we saw over $50,000 in profits there slip, but we still closed out $43,000. And with that $43,000, we're up well over $300,000 for the month of March already, and we had $250,000 in profit last month. So we're handling this stock insanity very, very well. And we're making money on the downside, and we're going to make money on the upside, I will assure you. Okay. That's what a good algorithm does. That's what this is all about. We got into only 4 new positions today, 3 positive, 1 negative. We're carrying a whopping $2,362 over the weekend. I'm not going to lose sleep over that. The Dow officially gained 1,985 points, up about 10% after being down about 10% yesterday. So it's basically reversed what happened yesterday. Okay, I'll show you a few of the trades. I'll show you the bad first. This is INO, which is a Inovio Pharmaceuticals. Before I show you what happened today, let me just look back here and see the top here. This is was the 4th positive trade we had in a row. And the Inovio Pharmaceuticals had moved from $4 a share to a high right up there of $19 a share. We took about 80% of that move, and we took over $70,000 in those 4 consecutive trades. So now if we go back to today, this doesn't look so bad. The thing popped up yesterday. We bought those gaps. Buy those gaps. I tell you that all the time. This time the gap didn't do very well for us. Closed against us yesterday and then down pretty darn hard this morning. We lost $18,000 in Inovio Pharmaceuticals. But keep in mind, we had made over $70,000 on the 4th trade back here. So we just got to live with an $18,000 loss. But Inovio has now fallen from a high up here of $19 to below $7 today. I don't know what happened to their coronavirus vaccine, but it's not looking good right now. And then a couple of the better trades. This is LABD, which is the Biotech Bear. So this thing's going to go up. It's a Biotech Sector Falls. We had bought this toward the end of the day on Wednesday. Big gap up yesterday that kept us into the trade, and then big gap down this morning on the open. We don't trade that opening range, fortunately, because we did, we would have been filled right down there. Instead, we waited and we got out right there. That's not as good as where it closed yesterday, but we still took $10,800 out of the Biotech Bear. So that was pretty good. And then where the real money we made today was in this inverse stock inverse stock. Oh God, I can't talk. You know what I mean? It's inverse. When the market goes down, we make money, and we have two of these babies, TVIX and UVXY. This is TVIX. I'm showing you. We bought this midday on Wednesday, gapped up Thursday, yesterday, and pulled back just a little, but not very much. And we ended up taking $26,500 out of TVIX. And then we had UVXY also. I won't show you the chart, it looks the same. And we took $21,500 out of UVXY. So, as I say, add it all up, take out those losses. We got out of the day with over $43,000 in profit, and we're still carrying a small positive in our open trade going over the weekend. So for having traded through 2 days when the stock market went down over $2,000 or 2,000 points one day and up almost 2,000 the next day, I think we've done spectacular. Anyway, you guys have a fantastic weekend, and I'll be back here on Monday trading as usual.